How to do a fractional exponent? 4 to the negative 3 over 2. How are we going to raise 4 to negative 3 over 2 power? First, we construct negative 3 over 2, the exponent, so it became negative 1 times 3 times half. They are our new exponent. We know the relationships between them are multiplication, and multiplication is associative. We can do it in many different ways. Although many good standard algebra textbooks define exponent as a repeated multiplication of a base, that is only true for a positive integer exponent. Can we multiply 4 itself half times, or negative 1 times? What do they look like? What are they? A simple fractional exponent is another way to say radical root of the base. Don't forget, negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Now let's look at 8 to the 1/3. The number on the denominator of exponent is the number of the radical root. To find the cube root of 8, we ask, what number multiplies itself 3 times equals 8? Multiplies 3 copies of 2 makes 8. Sometimes we cannot find rational number root, and this is the best we can get for now. A negative integer exponent tells how many copies of the base are divided. It's because the negation of multiplication is division. And a fraction is just one way to write a division. This operation is also called taking a reciprocal of the base. The exponent usually designates not a repeated multiplication, but a sequence of operations. Why is it important to fully understand the ideas of exponentiation? Exponentiation is a key obstacle that keeps people away from success in algebra, calculus, and more. A psychology major student and a biology major student in my second course of calculus class said that they will have to change majors if they could not pass the class again. It was their 3rd time taking the class. A girl said that her boyfriend could not become a firefighter because he could not pass an algebra exam during his application. Another man told his instructor in a police officer training program that he had failed the calculus course twice, and if he failed the 3rd time, he would not be able to become a police officer and would have wasted a whole year of his training. In real world, many jobs that are unrelated to math actually require a lot of math training. And the ideas of limit and integrals in basic calculus are actually developed from exponentials. Back to the example, we can begin with taking a reciprocal of the base. So 4 to the negative 1 is 1 over 4. Then we distribute 3 into the parentheses. Raising 1 to the any powers is still 1. Then we square root. We can also begin with taking the square root of 4. Square root of 4 is positive and negative 2. Then we distribute negative 1 power. And 3 power. Or we can begin with erasing 4 to 3 power. 4 to the 3 power is 64, and the reciprocal of 64 is 1 over 64. Then we do the square root. Now, don't worry about any crazy complicated problems. Break them down into parts, then assemble them as asked. Understand the rules and always ask why.